Anxiety, worry, fear. Every one of us knows what it feels like. Whether it's finances, health, relationships, or the future, our hearts can easily be weighed down. But what does the Bible actually say about anxiety and worry? In Matthew 6, Jesus tells us plainly, "Do not be anxious about your life." He points to the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. They don't strive or panic, yet God provides for them. And then he says, "Are you not of more value than they?" So Jesus isn't just giving us a rule, he's giving us a reason. Worry is unnecessary because we have a Father who knows what we need before we even ask him. At its root, anxiety often flows from unbelief. It whispers, "What if God doesn't come through? What if he forgets me?" But the truth is, God cannot forget his children. Romans 8 says, "Nothing, no trial, no hardship, not even death itself, can separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus." So when we worry, we're tempted to believe a lie that God is not strong enough or good enough to care for us. But faith looks at the same uncertainty and says, "My Father is sovereign, he is wise, and he loves me." The good news is, God doesn't just command us not to worry, he invites us to bring our worries to him. Philippians 4 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving let your requests be made known to God." Notice the exchange. We bring our anxiety, he gives us his peace, a peace that surpasses understanding. Not because our circumstances change immediately, but because his presence guards our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. The foundation of our freedom from anxiety is God's sovereignty. If God were not in control, anxiety would make sense. But if God is truly sovereign over every detail of our lives, then worry becomes irrational. As Proverbs 16 says, "The lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord." This means even the smallest events fall under his providence. Nothing slips through his hands. And that truth turns fear into trust. So what does the Bible say about anxiety and worry? It says, don't carry it alone. Don't let it choke your joy. Cast it on the Lord because he cares for you. The antidote to anxiety is not positive thinking, but a person, Jesus Christ, who bore our ultimate burden at the cross. If God did not spare his own Son, but gave him up for us all, will he not also graciously give us everything we need? So today, when worry comes knocking, let faith answer, "The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need."